Hey, Steven, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing today?
Great.
Good. I'm loving how the series has a feel like a book that you want to share with friends. Like each season is its own book, and it's easy to enjoy on its own, but also at the same time, it's part of this bigger world of Alex Cross. What is it like finding that balance?
It's great. It's challenging, but it's a lot of fun. When I first said, "Hey, I'm going to do original stories for every season," and we'll do it like it's our version of a cross series book, and we'll title it and everything. Um, a lot of people said, "Why would you do that when there's so much stuff you could just mine?" And a lot of shows do that. They'll just adapt the existing material, and some do it great. But for me, I thought if we do something original, then it'll give us the flexibility to really tap into what's happening here and now. And Jim Patterson not only agreed with that, but he felt that it would be a huge gift to the fans because it actually expands on the cross stories in a very organic way. The challenge is now you're on the hook for coming up with original stories, and they have to kind of feel like they're part of that cross pantheon. And I think the key is, obviously starting with Alex Cross and the world around him, and so we had to really immerse ourselves in that with the existing material, and we update and we bring our own special POV to it, but we have to honor the original Alex Cross. And the second thing, you got to find a singular villain every season because that's one of the hallmarks of the books. So that is challenging. That's not easy, but it's very fun trying to make that happen. And when you pull it off, it's very satisfying.
Yeah, I love the feel like that like you said, these are new stories, but these characters have a past. There's a bigger world around them. There's connections that we don't know and we're just getting tastes of, and then we start piecing that puzzle together. You're starting to see the big picture, and like it doesn't feel like an origin story. It's an established story that just happens to be new.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear you say that. I mean, that we really wanted folks who were cross fans to get this series and feel like they are seeing the characters they know and love. But we also wanted to create a show that could be seen by people who have never read a cross book and still be sucked in and still start rooting for these characters and get invested in who they are and what their lives are like.
And what were you most excited to bring to season one or season two that season one did not allow?
The biggest thing I want to do on a just sort of like as from a fan perspective, and that's one of the things I like to do when I'm thinking about shows as a fan, what would I want? And I wanted to get to know the characters around Cross more. So season two gave us a chance to do that with not only Samson, who has a very, very like heartfelt personal story that is unfolding before our eyes in season two, but also Kayla Craig and Bobby Trey, where we get to see other sides of them that are really help build out the fabric of the cross world. And then secondly, to be able to do a villain that if we pull this off right, people root for, especially early. And in season one, if you were rooting for Ramsey, I'm worried about you. I'm probably calling 911 on you.
Please
But
do.
in season two, the villain, a lot of people are going to be rooting for that villain.
Yeah, well, I won't get into the details because it's fun to explore, and I do have to wrap up. I do want to say though that I agree with you, and I love that maybe you're not giving these characters their own books, but they each have their own chapter now, and you're establishing who they are, and we really get to dive into the world around Alex Cross without losing the sense of where you are. So you're doing a great job. So
Thank you so
thank you
much.
so
That's a
much.
great way to put it. I'm stealing that. They're getting their own chapter. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Have a great day.
All right, take care.